Okay, kini, is my audio loud and clear? O, klaro na? Nanay tingog, Mr. Halia? Okay, thank you. Maklaro na itong audio. Okay. So please message ang katong inyong mga classmates nga mag-start na kakarong kataod, ang katong maglisod og sulod sa atong live streaming. Pwede sila makato sa atong group chat kay mag-post po dito sa mga questions para naa sila participation sa atong online class. Okay? Okay, klaro na akong tingog. Wala na yung problema. Very good. Okay, so let us start. Okay, so this will be the flow of our online class today. Balag gamay ra mo naka-online. Anyway, this will be posted sa atong YouTube channel and then i-post na ko sa akong Facebook account and then ihatag na ko ang link sa aning klase dito sa inyong group chat. So, makakita ra sila kung available na sila. So, this will be our flow. I hope nag-study mo sa atong previous class. So, part 1 will be review of our previous topic, which is ethics and philosophy. And then part 2 sa atong flow karon sa online class will be to ang atong learning outcome, which is distinguish ethics from morality and law. Then part 3 will be lecture. Then part 4 and part 5 simultaneous na siya. Okay, so part 4 will be giving of examples of ethical actions, moral actions, and lawful actions from the students or gikan sa inyo, and then I will have my comments, and then muna siya part 5 mag-interact na rin ko sa inyo. Okay, interactions with learners and instructors. So mag-interact po sa inyong mga ipanghatag na examples sa ethical actions, moral actions, and lawful actions. And then part 6 will be katong paghatag nako sa inyong weekly assignment. And then part 7, pinaka-favorite sa tanan, end of class. Okay? So let us start. Anyway, katong gi-post na ko nga link sa inyong group chat ang katong video, ethics and morality. So ato to siyang dugangan sa law. Kanang i-discuss briefly ang law kay part sa itong topic. So kato siya direto na ko gikuha ang law. This one. Ethics and morality is from this book. Okay, so let us start. Welcome sa mga nakalagina. So we have here Chan, Gamali, Amper, Ahalia. 9 ra ka buok nakasulod. Thank you sa mga nag-appeal sa atong online class. So let us start. So ethics and morality. Okay, good afternoon, Miss Bokor. So let us start. Ethics and morality. As mentioned dito sa video, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle are the three major figures in classical or ancient philosophy, but they are by no means the only thinkers who considered ethics as a philosophic engagement. Generations of philosophers who succeeded them also propose a way of conceiving ethics in the same way. Thanks to their efforts, we are now able to see the possibility of thought and action, or theory and practice, existing in a dynamic unity. In ethics, we therefore find a clear illustration that dispels the common perception of philosophy as a study of concepts that are either too complicated or detached from reality. Nothing, however, is farther from the truth as the ensuing chapters nga atong itackle. Okay? Ethics is philosophical because it emerges from our basic desire to make sense of the complexities of human condition. The questions who I am, the questions who am I, katong nasa video, what am I to do with my life, or who do I want to be, are all expressions of the human need to understand oneself and to use such understanding as a guide for action. We may therefore define ethics as a philosophical reflection on the realities of life for a fuller and more meaningful human experience. This definition clearly distinguishes ethics from morality. While the latter proceeds from commandments, rules, or traditions, commonly considered as authoritative and unchangeable. The former attempts to confront as a starting point the situation at hand without making any premature judgment that might obscure the main issue in question. It is much easier for morality to determine what is right or wrong given its difference to the supremacy of the preordained standards, that is katong mga commandments, rules, or traditions, which are the sole determinants of what ought to be for their adherents or followers. Any deviation from such standards is met with punishment, fidelity to them or katong pag-follow are properly rewarded. In other words, conformity and obedience, are the prime moral virtue. When people conform with and obey what is prescribed by existing rules or norms, social order is preserved and unanimity among members of a community is guaranteed. So, stop sa tanang apart before ta mo continue. Okay, so para sa mga nakalagin, bago lang, so we have here Miss Lisa Avis. So, ato ta balik ta sa atong part 1 para ako lang gi-automatic ng part 3 para congratulations sa atong part 1. Ako lang gihulatan nga madaghan-daghan mo before ko mag-pose a question. Okay, so more than 10 naman mo. So question number 1. Dito ta sa part 1 sa flow of our class. Review of previous topic. Ethics and philosophy. Okay. So question number 1. Muna siya akong i-post para inyong mabasa. What is the relationship of ethics with philosophy? Okay, so please answer question number one before we proceed. We have here, what is the relationship of ethics with philosophy? So this is a review sa atohang previous topic from week number 3 entitled Ethics and Philosophy. So Manisha, question number 1. What is the relationship of ethics with philosophy? This will be also posted sa inyong group chat. Okay, so posted na. Sa katong wala pa naka-appeal sa live stream, pwede mo dito sa group chat mag-answer. Okay? So now, while nag-think mo sa inyong answer sa atong previous topic, let us continue sa atong lecture. Okay, so ang part 2 is ako nag-post sa ang learning outcome ito ha. Ang itong learning outcome is distinguish ethics from morality and law. Okay? Yes, relation lang. So we have here from Miss Cha, relations, yes sir, because ang ethics is kita, mana mga tao, then consider na sa ta as philosophy. Okay? Thank you for sharing your thoughts. So let us continue sa atong lecture. Sa katong wala pa naka-answer sa question number 1, hunahuna sa inyong answer. Then, pwede niyo i-post, ako din siya basahon later on after sa lecture. Okay? So, let us continue. This is also mentioned in the video that I have posted. A rather apt illustration of this moral climate is found in George Orwell's novel 1984. The same novel that inspired the television reality show Big Brother, which is now seen in various countries across the globe, including our country, Philippines. Ang ato diri is Pinoy Big Brother. A Big Brother is the voice that dispenses instructions, monitors behaviors, and controls the interactions of his subjects. No one can question the authority of the big brother or sa ato nga term kuya, or can even attempt to refuse or defy what he has decreed. One may compare the dominant role of big brother or kuya with English philosopher Thomas Hobbes' notion of the state or political authority. Hobbes believed that human beings are by nature disposed to do harm to each other. Hence, the necessity of a powerful state to prevent the emergence of chaos. So, kinahanglan daw ang state nga mo-exist para ma-prevent ang chaos. Chaos is kagugot. Okay? He likened the state to the biblical sea monster, Leviathan, on account of its immense power and propensity to impose itself on others. So, muna siya si Big Brother nga characteristic. One wonders, however, what will be left of humanity if all actions, intentions, and affections are reduced to instances of subservience to the will of another claiming to be supreme. What will happen to our creativity, to our spontaneity, and the natural tendency of the human person to live his or her life according to his or her own determination? The surviving victims of martial law can testify how oppressive the conditions were in the 1970s and in the 1980s. Aristotle had a point when he described man as a rational animal. Not only did he mean that man has the ability to think, which is true. He also inferred or concluded that man can think for himself. The ability to think for oneself is, according to Aristotle, is the ultimate expression of freedom. So, ano ba mo yung expression of freedom? So, you have the ability to think, which is important na sa ato ang kinabuhi. Our ability to think. So, according to Aristotle, it is the ultimate expression of freedom. It is not surprising at all if despotic leaders such as Adolf Hitler of Germany, Joseph Stalin of Russia, or Pol Pot of Cambodia considered intellectual activities major threats against their regimes. In fact, they ordered the outright suppression of such activities under their dictatorial rules. Another example is the present day China, where any expression of dissent is not tolerated by the government, as shown by its handling of pro-democracy movement in Hong Kong and the historic protest of student demonstrators at the Tiananmen Square. One can only be fully human if he or she is genuinely free to enjoy the experience mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physiologically of attaining the kind of person he or she wants for himself or herself. This is the focal concern of ethics as a philosophic discipline. It seeks to impart the need to be reflective, discerning, and decisive in circumstances when existing rules or standards can no longer help individuals act adequately in their daily struggles. Rules and standards are important guides for action. That is true. Pero kung dili na mo apply ang rules and standards, so gamit ta sa ethics. Okay? They provide stability, katong rules and standards. They provide stability in life of person or a community and are indispensable in the formation of individual or communal identity. However, so take note morning, however, one should be cautious about the mechanical or fundamentalist appropriation of such rules and standards. It becomes problematic. Again, it becomes problematic when these rules or standards are imposed as ends in themselves rather than as means to help individuals attain their human fulfillment. The study of ethics is therefore crucial because it allows people to be more in touch with their humanity. Again, the study of ethics is crucial because it allows people to be more in touch with their humanity. Okay? So ethics points out that the dignity of a human person comes from their ability to respond to situations which can help them see better who they are, what they can do, and who they can be. Okay? So this is a task that requires more than a catalog of do's and don'ts. So, moto siya ang rules and standards. Kung ano ko na siya, ang ethics is more than sa mga do's and don'ts. Life is too rich, too complex, too meaningful to be confined within the formularies of actions and prohibitions. It is true that doing ethics may be challenging, but as Socrates and Plato said, Ethics is the very tool that can make life worth living. Again, according to Socrates and Plato, ethics is the very tool that can make life worth living. Okay? So that is the end of our lecture sa ethics and morality. Let us proceed dito sa law. Okay, sa law. So may kalainan nila. Okay, so the difference between morals, ethics, and laws. So this is from this book. Again, uh, Principles of Ethics in Information Technology. Author is George Reynolds. So fourth edition. Okay. Okay. Morals are one's personal belief about what is right and what is wrong. The term ethics describes standards or codes of behavior expected of an individual by a group. Again, expected of an individual by a group. So, kining group, muna siya ang nation, mo po na siya ang organization or profession to which an individual belongs or asa siya nabilong, asa siya nakapuyo, or asa siya in line sa iyang work. So for example, the ethics of law profession, kana mga lawyers, ang ethics nila ana, demand that defense attorneys defend an accused client to the best of their ability, even if they know that the client is guilty of the most heinous and morally objectionable crime one could imagine. So bisan kining nga tao nga ano kining ilang client tinuod nga sabi nakapatay, nakapang-rape or something heinous nga crime, murder yan ha. Ang kini mga defense attorney ilahagin na siyang i-defend to the best of their ability kay mao na sila ang uh, ilang work or trabaho mo na sila ang ethics of the law profession. Okay? Law is a system of rules that tells us what we can and what we cannot do. Okay? What we can do and what we cannot do. Laws are enforced by a set of institutions like the police, courts, lawmaking bodies. So, police, we have kabalo ng taon sa mga police, kana po mga nadiri sa atong isla, puso. So, muna sila ang nag-enforce sa atong law. And then courts, regional trial courts. Okay, may na siya. And then lawmaking bodies. So, some examples ng lawmaking bodies na nasa atong barangay, na nasa atong munisipyo, sa atong province. Nationally, muna siya ang kuan. Mga lawmaking bodies, we have the Congress, ang Senate o ang House of Representatives. So, lawmaking bodies na sila. So, let us proceed. Legal acts are acts that conform to the law. Moral acts conforms to what an individual believes to be the right thing to do. Laws can proclaim an act as legal, although many people may consider the act immoral. Again, I will repeat. Laws or mga balaod can proclaim an act as legal, although many people may consider kana nga balaod or law immoral. Okay, so for example, abortion. So, uban countries or other countries, legal sa ila ang abortion. Pero diri sa ato or sa mga moral persons, although legal siya, immoral na sila para sa ila. Another example katong uh, same-sex marriage. Okay, so grabe na siya nga discussion dito sa kuan mga lawmaking bodies if i-allow ba nila ang same-sex marriage, particularly na diri sa Pilipinas, pero ang other countries it is legal na magpakasal ang same-sex. Pero sa bantao, as mentioned dito kanina, although many people, so dili tanan, many lang, so considered siya as immoral. So ilahanan ng stand. Kay namatay ka galingon nga kuan pod pagtan-aw sa kinabuhi. Atay kagalingon nga mga morality. So if dili siya pwede sa ato, so munang i-consider nato nga immoral pero legal siya kay aprobado siya sa atong law. Okay? Or na siya sa atong constitution. Pero against siya sa belief. Labi na sa ato ang religion or sa atong simbahan. Okay? So that's it sa atong online class nga lecture about ethics, morality, and law. So let us go back. Kinsa may nag-answer sa question number 1? What is the relationship of ethics and philosophy? Okay, good afternoon, Jamil Lagumbay. Okay, so we have here, again, send balik ni Miss Chan ang iyang answer. Relations, yes sir, because ethics is the behavior of human and consider nasad ta as philosophy kay if walay ethics, wala sad philosophy. Mahitabo. Mhm. I am not sure sa akong answer. Okay, atong i-sure. Kinsa may maka-sure. Again, ang ingon ni Miss Chan, if walay ethics, wala sad philosophy, mahitabo. Ato siyang ibali. Okay? Kay ang philosophy man, or ang ethics, I mean, ethics is a branch of, so muna siya, ethics is a branch of philosophy. So bahalag walay ethics, ang philosophy mo exist. Kay unsa gitong meaning sa philosophy? Katong gi-mention ako sa previous sa nga klase, the love of wisdom. So ang ethics raman dili raman siya ang wisdom nga atong makuha. Okay? So mo exist gyapon ang philosophy bahalag walay ethics. Kay na may other areas of knowledge. Dili lang kay sa ethics ra. Okay? So that is the answer ni Miss Chan. Ato lang gi-correct. Thank you for participating, Miss Chan, sa akong question number 1. Very good. How about the others? Asa man ang ilang ideas, ang ilang thoughts sa unsa ang relationship sa ethics and philosophy? I think ay nag-message sa atong group chat. Ay, gi-erase man ni Nico Arbuis. Okay, nasa akong kuan. Yes, Mr. Nico, ansira na siya for your participation. Yes, for participation. Okay. So, where are the answers? Basing, i-on lang ninyo yung live stream pero nagdula na mag-Mobile Legends diha. Okay, tanaw to kinsay nag-Mobile Legends ani be? Gani kay gi-invite ko ninyo sa Facebook. Makita na to kinsay nag-post or nag-online. Okay, wala may nag-answer. Okay, so where is your answer? Lisa Abis, Angeli Bacour, Mary Ann Gamali, Jessica Amper, Andrew Jason Hahalia. Where are your answers? Again, question number 1. What is the relationship of ethics and philosophy? Okay, we have answer from Mary Ann Gamali. Thank you. The relationship between ethics and philosophy is important to know our behavior. And also, human is considered as philosophers. So we are all philosophers, whether we like it or not. We are all philosophers. Okay, so correct na siya, Miss Gamali. Kitang tanan, philosophers. Okay? We have na katong desire to know. Wala ta kabalo kung unsa ang atong desire to know kay lahi-lahi man ang atong mga gipang desire nga mahibawlan. Okay? Sa una, desire to know nako unsaon paggamit sa smartphone. Kay sa una, basic phone ra man gamit ako sa una. So, nagsikat ang smartphone so desire nako nga mahibal-an kung unsaon paggamit sa smartphone. After ana, unsaon paggamit sa laptop, unsaon paggamit sa desktop. So that is the desire to know. So I am inquiring knowledge. So philosopher. Okay, so it's okay, Miss Chan, philosopher. Okay. Again, we are all philosophers. We have the ability to think. Axel Abian, pili ra ka dito sa messenger mag-answer sa question number 1. Okay, maayong gabi po. We still have like 20 minutes. Wala pa'y gamay pa nag-answer sa atohang question number 1. Napagitay question number 2. Gamay pa nag-answer sa question number 1. Okay, from J. Mahayag, the relation between them is ethics is the reason why philosophy born because through ethics humans created critical thinking. Okay, thank you for your thoughts. And then we have answer from Lisa Abis. Ethics are moral guidelines that a human can follow in order to lead a life that is up to the moral standards. And then from Jessica Amper, ethics concerns matter of value and thus comprises the branch of philosophy. Okay, thank you for your answers. How about the others? Ang katong maglisod sa live stream, open ang atong group chat para maka-answer. Okay? Kinsa pa ang wala naka-answer? So muna siya ang part 4 and 5 sa atong flow of online class karon. Naghatag na og mga answers, nag-interact ko. Okay, so question number 2. Let us proceed sa question number 2. Okay, hapit na tong time. Okay. Give examples of ethical actions, moral actions, and lawful actions. Okay, at least one kada isa. Usa ka ethical action, isa ka moral action, o isa ka lawful action. Okay, give your examples from commenting or sa atong group chat. So where are you, my students, my learners? Kamulo pa research? Anyway, this will be posted sa aning channel after the streaming. Ako po siyang i-post sa akong Facebook account. And then, i-post na ko ang link dito sa inyong group chat para ma-view ninyo kung gusto ninyo i-review. Kung sa katong wala pa naka-upload sa live stream, pwede ra nila ma-view dito sa inyong group chat. Ako i-post dito ang link. Okay, so dito isa na inyong answer sa atong group chat. Sa katong wala naka-appeal sa live stream kay hinay ang connection. Okay, unstable ang akong connection, sorry.